Hi, welcome to our math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on lines. And in this video, I want to take all three of these lines and write them in slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form, you ask? That would be y equals mx plus b. Why are teachers obsessed with this form? It's the only form that's unique. Any other form you can write in multiple ways and have the same line, and it's really hard to grade when you have a class of students who all write the same line in a different form, and it is accurate. And you have to do a lot of work to prove it. So y equals mx plus b, we're trying to get the y alone. So I'm going to subtract 10y from both sides. Might not be the easiest way. 7x minus 13 equals negative 10y. Then, so it should be a two-step. Divide by negative 10. The problem is a lot of people don't divide well when you're dividing by a negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip in and quickly do this extra step where I multiply through by a negative 1, but I'm also going to take each of the sides of my equal sign, and like a revolving door, I am going to flip it around. So that negative 1 times negative 10y is a positive 10y. Negative 1 times 7 is a negative 7x. And negative 1 times 13 is a positive 13. Okay, now divide. The beauty of this division is everything is done. There's no simplification. Negative 7/10 is a reduced fraction. 13/10 is a reduced fraction. Okay, you're saying, why don't you divide the whole side by 10? And the answer is because eventually you have to graph these, and it's easier to graph when you have it as three distinct terms versus a single division bar. Okay. Move the x term over. Subtract 3x, subtract 3x, negative 5y equals negative 3x, divide by negative 5, and y equals 3x over 5. You could also say y equals 3/5 x. They're the same thing. Do not leave the negatives in there. Negative divided by a negative is positive. Do not leave the two negatives in your final answer. Okay. Subtract x, negative y equals negative x minus 11. I'm going to do the trick I did on this first one. I'm going to multiply both sides through by negative 1. Negative times a negative is a positive. A negative times a negative is a positive. A negative times a negative is still a positive. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks!